Art is here to supervise. Apparently the last one I did without him, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the PI Planning Cooking Show. Art is here to make sure I correct my mistake.
Welcome to the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.
So one thing that I might not have made clear in the last one is that by shrinking that whole business context section down to 1.5 hours, that gives us, what does it give us? It gives us an extra hour planning. So I split my first day's planning into 2 pieces. And the last show, yes, you're right, Art, I should have said it in the last one, but I didn't, did I? Stop bugging me. So in the last one, I talked about PI planning, and I said that I'm not worried about objectives and things like that because I don't worry about that in the first breakout. This is the pre-lunch breakout. This will start somewhere depending on what your agenda is on a typical day. This will be starting 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it'll run till about 12, the first one which we talked about last time. Now, yes, they get to have lunch. Then they go for lunch, off they go, and then we have another planning breakout. Yes, so I managed to get 2 breakouts in the first day. The thing we're here to do is to plan. We should be maximizing the planning impact, our ability to do good planning. That means we should be spending more time doing it. So in planning 2, or the second planning of day 1, because I don't want to confuse you, because planning 2 is on day 2 in the SAFE training. So let's say planning 1 part 2, part B, who knows. That is a little bit different. So you bring the teams back. This is when we're heading for the draft plan review. And the teams at this point should be into a rhythm. They should get all of their features all in a row, like Art's in a row, because we don't have ducks, because we like ducks. Well, we like you too, Art, but all their features in a row. And they should have them all done and have them all out. Now, one of the things that I like to do differently as we head towards the draft plan review is I like to do my draft plan reviews as a gallery walk. This enables a number of really important differences. If you want to go back to some of our other PI planning shows, you'll see that. But one of the key things it does is it means that you can do your draft plan review, RT, ST, PM, business owner, architect, whoever you need to take with you, whenever the team is ready to do it. Yes, so we don't have to wait for all of the teams to be ready at once. We can do it when that team is ready. We can go and do a draft review. And we can give them feedback on their plan, and then they can carry on. So often I'll see a fast running team, maybe with less complex features. They'll finish early and they'll have to wait because not everybody else is ready. Or you have a slow running team who's feeling really stressed because everybody else is ready and they're all going, "You ready yet? Is he ready yet? Are they ready yet?" We don't want that, right? That is not fair and it's not appropriate. So if you do the draft reviews, what you can do is you give the teams feedback during the draft review, then they can continue to update and improve their plan or do something else that is valuable. For example, they could start putting their dependencies on the dependency wall, which they definitely should be doing. Once you've done these gallery walk reviews, and all the teams have their feedback, they're getting much more time to do planning and you'll get a better planning result. Now, one of the things I ask them to do after the draft plan review, not before, I ask after the draft plan review, that is the time where I'm looking for business objectives. You have a plan that you believe is good enough and we think it's pretty cool, we love your plan, now start to write your business objectives. What are the business objectives that you have? Nothing missing, so include your enablers, so the objectives, or maybe not business objectives, though officially they're called business objectives, the objectives that you want, put them up there, include your enablers and your stretch. Now a little reminder, because I know this changes in SAFE 5, but it is confusing if you're using 4.6, a lot of teams get confused. Stretch at the PI level is within capacity. And it is flagged as stretch because of what, Art? Why is it? because they like banana. No, it's nothing to do with bananas. Yes, it's risk. It's going to be stretch because it's high risk. So the team is saying, we have capacity to do this, but the risks are such that we're not willing to make a commitment to it. We can't, though a commitment isn't a guarantee, but we don't have a high enough level of confidence that we can solve all of the problems associated with this objective ourselves in the timeline that we have in front of us, even with all the other things that are around. So those should be done and those should be ready. Now, once all the teams have that, we do something exciting, which I'll talk about next time, because yes, I do management review and problem solving differently as well. And I'll tell you why on the next show, on the next PI Planning Cooking Show, where Art, yes, you can come. Art gets annoyed because sometimes he's not here. So in the next PI Planning Cooking Show, we're going to talk a little bit about the management review and problem solving. And so press subscribe. Join this great journey. Join me, Art, and our hundreds of friends as we journey through PI planning. So I hope to see you next time. We'll be back in a week, Art and I. See us next week, and we'll tell you more about the next steps in PI planning. Bye from me and bye from Art. Bye.
That's the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.